Welcome to a typically miserable and wet day in Kielder Forest, but I'm not miserable. Why? Well, just take a look at this. Seb, thanks for your time.
Pleasure. Nice to see you.
This is what I'm really interested though, if I'm honest. Your Lancia Stratos rally car. Yeah. I'm so excited to have a look at this. Tell us about it. First of all, why you've chosen to rally one of these, because if it was me, I'd want to just keep it at home and protect it.
I think a lot of people would. I think most people just want to literally put them in a shed and stare at them. But I think what's so nice about this is that we get it out, we use it. I mean, my dad's rallied it successfully for the past, well, relatively successfully for the past sort of 10, 15 years. And yeah, it's just nice to have it back out, and obviously on such a famous event like the RAC Rally.
The first car ever to be designed specifically to go rallying, the Stratos truly delivered on its promise. Making its World Rally Championship debut in 1974, instantly it helped Lancia to its first World Manufacturers title and retained it in both 1975 and 1976. Sandro Minari also claimed the Cup for Rally Drivers, precursor to the WRC Drivers title, in 1977. Powered by that gorgeous 2.4 litre V6 engine from Ferrari Dino, the Stratos' iconic wedge-shaped design, complete with clamshell hoods, have made it a classic, and it's fantastic to get up close to one that's still being rallied today.
If we start at the rear of the car, then as you can see, already quite unique compared to most cars in that we've got two clams at either side that open up like a shell.
Yeah, exactly, two sort of massive fiberglass clamshells. So yeah, there's not a lot of space on this car. It's all about packaging. So yeah, there's not much space for anything. There's a very small boot in the back for a helmet, maybe one. Sort of an original Ferrari engine, and what Lancia did, it was originally a 12-valve engine, and then they moved right at the end of the Stratos period. They moved to a 24-valve head, so basically increased power and torque, but higher RPM. So there was very few of these heads around with the 24 valves. We've managed to source a couple, and then we've built a sort of replica 24 valve engine that all sort of sings and makes loads of noise as well. So yeah, it's based off the original 24 valve engine, rebuilt obviously to full specification as the cars were in period, but yeah, it makes it really special. I mean, it revs to sort of 10,500 RPM, sort of 300 brake, and yeah, plenty of torques in there as well. But what's so nice is that we made it, you know, tried to make it as linear as possible. Obviously it's on fuel injection, so you can get a lot more sort of drivability from the engine. So I'd say from sort of 6,000 to 9,000 are probably usable RPM, and then give it a gear and start all over again.
That's crazy. Now just beyond, that's my road car there. That maxes out at 6,000 RPM. So you're going over
We're going double, yeah.
That's crazy.
And yeah, it does sound a bit like a Formula One car, as you'll probably notice whilst you're here today.
You've got experience in a Mark II Escort, you've got experience in a Porsche as well. Why the Stratos?
I think it's just so special. I mean, that Ferrari Dino engine is just so iconic. The car looks amazing, and yeah, it's a handful to drive as well. I mean, we were just out then, it was absolutely horizontal rain. It was utterly terrifying, to be honest with you. I was sort of questioning my choices. Do we just make life easy and roll the Escort out the shed? But no, I think that's what makes it so special, is that it's what everyone loves to see, and it's a joy to drive when it's working.
You've obviously done a bit of racing in your time as well. Now you're doing quite a lot of historic rallying. What appeals to you, I guess, about this side of motorsport?
It's the adventure. I mean, I'm very lucky. I've done some incredible racing and endurance races at that as well. And I think what's so special about rallying, it's that element of endurance, and also it's adventure. You know, in the middle of Kielder in the dark on Saturday or Sunday evening, as we're going to be experiencing in a couple of weeks' time, is there's nothing like it in the world.
Speaking of the inside, would you care to open the door, have a quick look?
Yeah, I mean, someone once described to me, it's a bit like a bath. It's very easy to get in, and it's not very easy to get out. But once you're in, it's quite comfortable. So, and it's probably about as wet as a bath. No, it's actually wetter than a bath today in Kiel. It's a bit like a sieve, because the Italians didn't have much rain. So yeah, it's not the most waterproof of things, to be fair. So there's sort of bits of tissue dotted around to try and soak up as much water as possible. But yeah, it's to be honest, for the driver, it's really comfortable. The co-driver, well, I sort of have the co-driver's legs, and then the head is sort of out the window, so it's not very comfortable for a co-driver. So poor Dale's going to have.
I was going to say, you can see in the well there, yeah, it's not a natural, because that was a famous thing with the road car with this, wasn't it? You would sit almost like with your legs at a completely different place.
Yeah, your wheels sort of somewhere off here, and then your feet are off there, so you are a bit skew. So it's a bit better with a competition car because obviously the seats are different and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's very much geared around the driver. So yeah, there's not a lot of space in there at all. Obviously, probably the only thing that's probably slightly different to sort of most normal rally cars is where the handbrake is. Obviously, it's this sort of handbrake lever motorbike style thing, which is what they ran in period, just because there's simply no space for it.
Do you feel, I don't know what the right word is, but like a responsibility to entertain when you drive this car? Obviously for you yourself, you want to get the best result you can, but this is the ultimate fan favourite rally car.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it sort of comes with the car, to be honest. You don't have to drive it overly enthusiastically to get that sort of attrition from the car in a way. But yeah, it's pretty easy, to be honest with you, to make it sound good and do some skids. So yeah.
And how special is it to do? I know there's obviously a bit of family history with this as well, if you're happy to explain that first. But secondly, do you feel like one of those heroes back from the 1970s in the British forest doing effectively the RAC? It's cool.
Yeah, you do feel like a Sandro Minari or Bjorn Waldegard, who obviously rallied these cars in period. So it's really special. And what makes this so nice is we've had this car sort of in the family for over 20 years. My dad's obviously done a lot of rallying with it, and then I sort of took over the project, if you like, sort of 6-7 years ago. And yeah, we've constantly trying to evolve it and understand it, and the biggest thing is just the concept is actually really good. It's got great traction, it turns in well, it stops well, it's got all these great attributes, but it's just getting them to all work together at once and making it reliable. And I tell you what, fair play to the Italians in period, because it's a complete pain in the arse now. So God knows what it was like in period. It must have been a complete nightmare. I mean, we've got books and stuff at home of information on the car, and books and books of this information. You see the service crews, and there's 5 vans, 50 people, spare cars and engines and gearboxes waiting. The infrastructure they had back then was so much more, almost more advanced than what we have now. Obviously now we're limited on service crews and that sort of thing, so we have to be super sure that the car's as reliable as we can get it.
I just can't help myself. Look at it. Look at it. What a car. What an absolute privilege it has been to spend time with the Lancia Stratos and its driver, Seb Perez, today in Kiel de Forest. That's given you an insight into the quirks and all the nuances of this very, very special Lancia Stratos. If you want to see it in action, its next appearance is at the Roger Albert Clark Rally across the UK on November 20th to 24th. I'll be there. Hopefully I'll see you there too.